What you just heard was Dream Police by Cheap Trick. That was the intro song this time, so enjoy that. It's a great song.
All right, and welcome back to the Great Music Debate. I'm your host, Ryan Archer.
I'm the other guy who fucked up last time, Ethan.
And,
Hopefully I'll be better this time.
And we have the same guest, Ajay Adamson.
I made this podcast.
We don't have the budget.
I made this by coming on the third episode and not changing anything.
Except doing the thing that we've been doing.
Yeah, I revolutionized the style. I'll get all the credit.
All right, and what we do every episode is that we go over the new music or the music news as well in an episode, and we'll go over what we've recently picked up or what we've been listening to, and then the real meat of the episode, the real beef, it would be debating our favorite albums by a singular artist. And today we are going to be debating Radiohead's three best albums, arguably his three best albums. I took OK Computer, Ethan has The Bends, and AJ has In Rainbows. So let's just hop right into the music news today. And this is all AJ's segment.
He's been laughing about this the
Yeah,
whole
he's been
time.
like, I can't read this.
I don't know, it's not going to be that fun anymore, but I read on Rolling Stone, there was an article that, do you remember when Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize for Literature in
Yeah.
October?
And he's like, I can't take that.
Apparently, the Moby Dick quote he got from there wasn't real, and he plagiarized it from SparkNotes. So he went on SparkNotes, found a Moby Dick quote, and he's like, "Oh, nice, this works." And then
Did he say it like on stage?
apparently, I don't know. The article wasn't very clear.
I thought he didn't show up for it.
No, I think it was something. Yeah, he didn't show up in December, but he did something in October for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the article was very confusing, but I thought that was funny.
But he used a Moby
What do you
Dick
Spark
quote
Notes
from
SparkNotes? He's an 8th grader.
Yeah, he's a high schooler.
Yeah, and next is Fergie.
It just says Fergie on her notes.
Fergie.
So I heard on another podcast. I don't know. I thought this already happened, but apparently Fergie is leaving the Black Eyed Peas.
Thought she already did that.
Well,
The Black Keys are still a thing, or the Black Eyed Peas are still a thing?
Yeah, Fergie's
They
leaving.
released
Fergie's
a
leaving,
song.
guy. Just happened.
They released
Fergie's leaving.
a cover song of
And
something.
I wanted to.
but it was without Fergie, so I don't think Fergie's in the band anymore.
No,
I think
no.
Fergie's
This is
doing
brand new
solo.
news.
Breaking news!
This is brand new. Fergie's leaving the Black Eyed Peas.
I used to really like the Black Eyed
First
Peas.
up.
Yeah.
Back
well,
in
now that
elementary
Fergie's leaving, maybe the Black Eyed Peas will be good again.
Good again.
Because
Yeah.
Fergie kind of like made them pop. didn't
Right.
They? And,
They're like a
shitty
bohemian
pop.
rap
Right,
group.
because of course the Black Eyed Peas were good at some point. Of course.
They were. The first album was apparently alright.
No,
Yeah, and Elefunk is alright.
they were never good.
What? Elefunk is
The
alright.
Black Eyed Peas are always bad.
It's all about the end. You
It's
guys
all
remember
about the end.
You guys remember the end?
No.
Fantastic
Remember when
album.
Boom Boom Pals thing?
Remember I'm a Bee?
Remember when
Whoopee, I'm
Black
whoopee.
Eyed Peas were good? No,
No.
me either. Yeah, rest in peace, Fergie. What?
Pouring out for my dead homie.
We'll all
Fergie.
remember that time when you peed yourself on stage.
What?
You never saw that?
No.
Google it.
Okay. Fergie pees himself on stage.
What?
Google it. Don't find the. I think there's no video. I think there's a photo. There's
No?
a really famous photo. Here's the first one.
It's a Nicki Minaj.
Close enough.
It's a Nicki Minaj poops her pants on stage. Alright, this is even better. Okay, let's see Nicki's poop.
This is a great podcast.
We're just watching. Okay, I'm gonna look at this picture now. I'm too.
Look at the yeah. Don't just look at the picture.
Fergie pees herself on stage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Fergie pee.
Fergie pee.
Flea penis.
Herself. Fleece penis.
There it is.
Oh no!
Wait, let me see. Oh god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, yeah. Rest in peace, Fergie.
Rest in peace,
someone
Fergie.
probably miss you somewhere.
Oh, she has a solo album out.
What?
She just came out with like a new song.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
real bad.
MILF Money.
Oh yeah, MILF dollar sign is what you mean to say.
MILF dollar sign. Yeah, but back to the end by the Black Eyed Peas. Used to be my favorite album back in
Is
2009.
What's the Asian guy's name?
The Asian guy.
Dave. I have no idea.
There's another black guy too.
Why
It's
do I
not-
like the keyboard's guy's name?
Yeah,
Dave?
Will I Am.
Yeah, Will I Am, and then there's some other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's other dudes. Two other dudes.
But yeah, but no one knows. everyone knows.
Will I Am.
Fergie?
and
Will
Will I
Am.
Am. One of them's Asian.
Yeah, with the Asian guy. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but the end. my favorite album back in elementary school.
Why?
I don't know, Boom Boom Pow, Rock That Body, Meet Me Halfway, I'm a Bee. These are I Got a Feeling, Alive. These are all hit songs.
Wow, these are all trash songs.
They were all.
None of these were ever good.
They were all on the radio though. Ring-a-ling, Party All the Time.
Yo, classic album.
The End.
Whatever
Black Eyed
album
Peas.
has Firefly on it.
It's Owl City.
Yeah, but whatever album it's on. Did they even release albums?
Yeah, I used to listen to that album back in elementary school as well.
Oh my god, why? That
Ocean
was,
Eyes.
That song was never good either.
What are you talking about?
He gets 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs. So do each lightning bugs give him 1/10 of a hug,
or 9,000 of them.
or
leave
does
him
he
alone.
get 1,000 from each 10,000?
That's like a million. Wait, no, that's like a billion. No, that's a million.
So what's the
That's a
answer?
lot.
Podcast question of the week.
That's 10 million.
Nice calculator.
Everybody
No, I
gets
use my head. I'm still looking at Owl
TI-84s.
City.
Oh wow. Did you know your brain is a better calculator than a calculator?
You know your brain is better a calculator when you're looking at an Owl City track list.
Your IQ drops every minute you listen to an Owl City song.
10 million fireflies light up the world as I fall asleep.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, isn't it?
No, I get 1,000 hugs from 10,000 lightning bugs.
It also says a bunch of fireflies light up the sky
Yeah,
so I
that's a
fall
spider
asleep.
right there.
Oh, fuck! Oh, there's a spider.
Kill it right now. Kill it right
Do
now.
it!
I don't have anything to kill with.
Oh my god, AJ.
Get a bottle or something.
I fucking
Get a
hate-
pillow.
No, I just use those. They're
Kill with the
pillows.
guitar.
If you know, don't use that pill. There's a spider in our vicinity.
Yeah, Ryan's a bitch.
He ran away. He ran away.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That scared me actually.
Yeah, open this up. Oh, don't take it off. You gotta take it. You gotta see if it's dead, actually.
No, he's not. He's right there. Oh, oh, that's just a dead spider right there. Your basement sucks, dude.
My basement does suck. It's infested by spiders.
Cobwebs, got pipes running everywhere.
That's why. That's why.
Installations coming out of the walls.
Well, that's because it's unfinished.
It's dead.
All right, that's good. Well, that's
Yeah.
on my pillow.
I sounded like 8 times.
All right.
What are we doing?
AJ the
So-
exterminator.
We just went over
Oh,
how
no.
Fergie peed her pants on stage and how she left a Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah,
and
rest
then
in
I got
peace.
rest in peace, Fergie. And then I got scared by a spider
2003.
because I'm a pussy ass
2004.
bitch. All right, and now we are on to
New music, recent purchases.
recent purchases and new music. Since we are recording this all on the same day, 3 episodes. Gotta reiterate that one. Ethan does not have any.
I've been listening to Incubus recently.
Really?
Yeah.
They're all. I mean, half of it is all right.
I've been listening to their greatest hits.
You have an
album.
Incubus shirt.
I do. They're not good live.
It's they
Oh,
were
who cares?
They're
bad.
boring.
So many bands are boring live.
A lot of bands are boring live.
Think
Yeah.
about Fergie.
Fergie. Peter Pan's on
She
stage.
he's herself every time she sings.
Yeah, but listen to Incubus.
Just like their greatest hits album.
Well, that's
Just
all
as
you
I
need to
like
listen
those- Yeah, really.
there's
They are,
actually-
they are all their other songs I've listened to. Like I've listened to I like an album. It was called like Make Yourself or something.
There's one with a hand grenade on the front.
No,
Right.
That's
It's
American.
like- it's
that's
like-
American Idiot by Green Day.
No, there's the one with a hand grenade, but that's by Incubus.
oh yeah, the only
Oh,
one I
shoot,
can name is
some
Fungus Among Us, which is their first album.
Fungus, isn't it fungus?
No, it's Fungus.
It's fungus.
You know,
Fungus among us.
Well, I wanted to make.
they're like
Why not fungus among us?
these are the questions. These are the final questions of
Who
society.
has the answers?
Fungus among us.
Why could it be Fungus?
Fangus among us. Fangus and fangus.
It's Fungus Among Us.
Yeah.
I was right.
And the next one is Science. But Make Yourself and Morning View are really good.
Yeah, I was listening to more of you, and there were just like some songs on there, just like boring.
I wish you were here. It's a good song. What was that?
What?
You just threw up.
I just threw up a little bit. Alright, and now, AJ. So we went to the record store recently. Same one from last episode, and then also we shout out the Archive in Elgin City.
Mm.
Fantastic place.
Wait, you won't give away where you work, but you'll give away all these landmarks of where you live.
Yeah. They gotta figure it out themselves.
But you've already mentioned the venue you work at.
Oh, well, now you spoiled it. Alright, that's fine.
Okay, fine.
That's
Okay.
fine. Okay, what did you pick up?
I got Axie's Bold's Love. Axis,
Axis.
probably.
Axis Powers.
Bold's Love, yeah. Second Jimi Hendrix. It's the first and a half print, I guess.
Because the first print was only 500 copies.
Something like that. I
And
think.
then you got the print right after that.
Yeah, there's like the original tricolor, And then there's the second U.S. one, which was produced in like the same year, 67, I think, maybe 68, somewhere around then. Oh, sorry, 67.
So like a 1.5.
All three
pressing?
were released in the same year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so 67. I got that. I really enjoy that album a lot. Probably the second best
I
Hendrix
think
album.
it's the best.
We're not doing this right
We're
now.
not doing that.
Later.
right now. That's a later episode.
Yeah, but yeah, that album is really good. It's probably the best artwork of any.
Oh
album.
yeah, that's fantastic.
So cool. It's a
artwork.
gatefold too. So when you fold it over, you see the whole picture. It's not like disconnected. It's an entire like mirrored image.
Yeah,
So that's really nice.
it's a sweet album.
And it's
cover.
purple or orange or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you had to pass up on Are You Experienced?
Oh
your
yeah,
original,
the first
the
press
very
tricolor
first pressing, the tricolor.
of Our Experience was my favorite one, because it was $60.
Yeah, you didn't have that kind of money. On
Oh,
it.
I had my debit card, but I'm not.
Yeah,
If he-
not like
I
$60
just spent $200 on a motherboard.
Wow. On a motherboard,
Yeah,
the mother of all boards,
and a heatsink.
a Moab.
Ooh,
Some
I'm
fans.
mother
Oh,
of
wow.
all boards.
And on the same trip where I got Low, which I referenced in last week's podcast, I got the Sugarcubes, Life is Too Good, or Life is Good. Whoops, why do I always mess up album and song names?
I thought you liked this shirt.
Will you read anything on the
You
front
should know all their songs by heart.
What?
Will you read anything that's put up there?
What do you mean?
Like, you read Life is Too Good, even though you knew it was not that.
No, I think it is that.
Oh.
That's what I wrote.
Wait, what was...
Well, the Sugarcubes themselves is the band that Björk was in. Legendary Icelandic pop singer Björk was in before she went solo and
Life
was
is Too Good?
Life is Too Good. That's what it's called. It's actually Björk, and it's kind of like
Wait, open a new tab real quick.
a new tab.
Is that an illegal movie?
Yeah, it's Eraserhead.
Do you have an illegal movie on your
Bitch, you have
laptop?
illegal everything on your goddamn computer.
No, I don't.
Fuck up.
Nothing on
your
my-
computer is illegal.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I
You
bought-
it in from Mexico.
My entire collection of Neon Genesis Evangelion is completely legal.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
I paid $400 for the silver edition, and I ripped it to my PC.
Did you actually?
No,
No, you pirated it. 'cause
No, I didn't.
You did.
Don't make me liable. I can sue you for libel.
Libel,
Yeah.
not liability. But
Liability? No, I'm not holding you liability. Wait,
liable.
I don't know. School ended. I don't remember.
Yeah, who cares anymore?
School
Yeah,
ended.
but Sugarcubes are fantastic. I like to like equate them to like Talking Heads, but with Bjork. And then instead of
Are
David
they more
Byrne,
punky though?
No. They have a song called Birthday, which is all about having a birthday.
So?
That's super
I'm
punky.
pretty sure the Ramones had a song like that.
It's
Oh, what's his name? Who's the guy?
CJ.
No, who's the guy
Johnny.
who used to
He
beat
did
up?
rapping.
No, he used to beat up his fans and he would shit on them.
Linkin Park.
And he's dead now.
Oh,
What's his name?
Linkin Park.
No, what's his name? Not Linkin Park.
Roger Waters.
He's dead now.
He's dead. No, he's not. We just saw him.
He's a scary punk rocker dude, but he's dead.
Danzig.
No, Danzig's not dead. He's also not scared. I'm not scared of Danzig. You ever see the video where Danzig gets knocked out?
XXX Temptation.
No. Just keep going. I'll
All right, yeah, but I would check them out if you don't like Bjork, maybe you like the Sugarcubes, because it's not as like freaky and spaced out as Bjork sometimes gets.
More
More
traditional.
coherent, yeah, like a traditional rock band. But if you like Bjork, this is perfect for you. Yeah, but other than those two things, I think, yeah, that's about it for our
intro.
the intro part. Oh, this might be the shortest episode we've ever done.
We could kill the Radiohead.
We can put a clip in here from. Do you want to put a Hendrix clip or do you want to put a Sugarcubes clip?
Hendrix clip.
All right.
Sugarcubes.
What? Little Wing.
Little Wing, sure.
Okay, we're gonna drop in Little Wing from Axis. Bold as Love.
a circus mind that's running wild.
Alright, and we're back. Alright, time for the real beef of the show. We're debating Radiohead's
Why do you always have to
album.
call it meat or beef or something?
Because what else am I going to call it?
Oh, it's Gigi Allen.
Who?
It's Gigi Allen.
Gigi Hadid.
No, Gigi Allen.
Who's Gigi Allen?
He's the bald guy who used to shit on his fans.
All
Seriously,
right.
his fans would show up at shows and he just punch him in the face. And then in interviews and stuff, they're like, "Don't you care about your fans?" He's like, "No, my fans show up to my show to get beat up."
Oh, he has a middle finger tattoo.
Yeah, I think he's an Nazi.
Oh yeah, for sure dead. Wow, it even has the date he was buried.
Well,
Cool. Why do you? I don't get that. Why did he hate his fans so much? He's debunked this, man. I'm so edgy.
no, because he was a really angry alcoholic
Oh, okay.
who had a cocaine problem or something.
Did he die of an OD?
Probably.
All right.
They all die of OD.
Okay, and now back to Radiohead. So I think Radiohead is one of my favorite bands.
One of.
What, would you agree
You
with
won't-
I'd say they are one of the best bands.
that? The best bands of all time?
Yes,
Well, it's because
sure.
they were
And
able.
at the moment.
Yeah, their last album was really good too. Moonshaped Pool.
I call it.
It's a very depressing album.
It's very slow and
It's a
soft.
breakup album.
Yeah, it's a breakup album.
Is it?
Yeah.
He divorced his wife or something.
Yeah.
Or broke up with his
Okay.
longtime girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he had a wife. That's why. That's why in the ending of Daydreaming, when it's the backwards talking, it'll go. It's like half my life, half my life. That's what he's saying.
Because he spent so much time
Yeah.
with the person.
Half his life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but that album's fantastic, and today I will be debating OK Computer. Arguably one of the most influential albums on that whole sphere of rock music there. And also, it's celebrating its, 25th anniversary?
25, yeah.
Yeah, 25 years. That's such a fantastic
It
album.
ain't a while.
Yeah, I don't want to fight against this album because this is the album I go back and forth on in my favorite, and one of my favorite albums too.
Well,
is-
It's an iconic album.
yeah, it's honestly way different from anything they ever did before too.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what's so
because like
fantastic
they
about
went from
Radiohead.
the bands to OK Computer, which is very like quite the transition.
And that's what you're arguing today. Is
yeah, that's why I wrote
the
my
band.
argument.
Transition.
No, I'm gonna
No,
stay on.
we aren't
I'm,
doing this again.
I'm staying on OK Computer. I think Ethan wants to go last after that last episode.
Fuck, I messed that up. I
But, like
didn't-
OK Computer has so many staples of like a '90s rock radio station right now too. Like if you'll turn on Lithium on Sirius XM, right?
You'll hear like creepers.
You'll
and
hear
stuff.
no. That's
Pablo Honey.
Pablo Honey.
We don't talk about Pablo.
No,
Honey.
No, but I'm saying if you turn on the radio, you'll hear creeps.
You'll hear
sometimes.
Paranoid Android. You'll hear Karma Police.
You'll hear Carmen Police and
No Surprises.
yeah,
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say no surprise.
Yeah, you would hear No Surprises.
yeah.
Underwater Tom York looks like Ethan.
Shut up.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you ever wonder what Ethan looks like, go watch the No Surprises music video.
And when Tom
And
York
when Tom York is
underwater,
underwater and he looks like he's dying.
that's Ethan.
face.
Ethan perpetually looks like he's dying. No, but like Paranoid Android is such like a
Parents say I'm
diverse
beautiful.
song. It's a beautiful song, too. The guitar riff to like Tom York's haunting vocals throughout the album is just fantastic. It's so different from anything they've ever done like beforehand, and since I would say.
It's experimental.
Because they reinvented themselves again with Kid A and like on In Rainbows.
That's a whole shtick.
Yeah. Reinvented.
they don't really stick to
That's
one
what
thing
is so fantastic.
for too long.
Yeah.
That's also something they never went back to though, if you think about it.
OK Computer
OK Computer was the most
is a one shot.
guitar experimental one they have. Before that, after that, it never goes beyond.
It's electronica.
It's Kid A, and they fully dive into that. Then Amnesiac. Then it's like Hail to the Thief. Yeah, and they never.
I feel like
look
Hail to
back.
the Thief is like the closest you can get to OK
Back
Computer.
to it, maybe, yeah.
But it's not nearly as good.
But well, they never went back to. I think even before that they used acoustic drums, but Hail to the Thief was all electric drums, which was a
Same
big
for
thing.
Moonshaped Pool. There's not even like regular drums on that.
Yeah, a Moonshaped Pool is weird too because it's very honestly. I don't think there's much identifiable guitar in that album either.
Yeah.
Think
Very
back on it.
quiet.
It's very
It's very Burn the Witch, which sounds
Burn
like
the
just strings.
yeah
And
Yeah.
drums and electric drums.
yeah.
Yeah,
But that's why everybody complains about Radiohead now. Is that you have one of the best drummers in all of rock music, and you
they
never
don't
use them.
Well, I mean, he's still playing them.
Yeah.
He's still inventing the beats and stuff. He's just not paying acoustically.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, nobody's better than Pat from Weezer.
Of course.
Nobody's better than Pat.
make way.
They're up there in the pantheon of great drummers, right next to the drummer
No,
from
I
Radiohead.
remember I was watching a video. It was like Secret Weapon members of bands. It's like Meg White. I was like, wrong.
Meg White is a robot. like Jack White just programmed her to be.
Yeah, but robots keep time.
Well, it's because she had terrible anxiety on stage. Well, let's get back to Radiohead. That's what I'm saying. OK Computer. Nothing really beats that, except for. And the other two albums that we're talking about today too, I love those albums as well. I
Yeah.
don't know if you like the Bends as much as we do.
How many bad
No.
albums do you think they have?
One,
None.
two.
None.
Really?
King Limbs is a bad album. Just disappointing.
King Limb is a bad album.
It's just
It's
disappointing.
a Tommy York solo album.
I don't care. It's just disappointing.
It's not good.
I don't mind it.
The live version is really good. I've heard. I want to listen.
Yeah, I've heard that's. I've
heard
heard
that
that.
is-
It's like King of Limbs live is
20
Wait,
minutes
wait.
better.
What are your two?
King of Limbs and Amnesiac.
really.
You think Amnesiac is worse than Pablo?
I remember.
Oh, Pablo Honey.
Oh yeah, shit.
I don't think any of those albums are bad.
I think Pablo Honey is pretty bad.
I don't even think Pablo Honey's bad. I think it's just underwhelming and uninteresting. But I don't think it's a bad album.
Well, if we're comparing it to Radiohead standards, then Pablo
I-
Honey is.
you by Radiohead
awful.
standards, I don't think it's god awful.
I
think there's still
There's
some
one song on it.
No, anyone can play guitar, record,
And
Yeah.
Creep.
and creep. Yeah, I don't think there's. I don't think it's an awful album. I think it's just uninteresting compared to anything else they've done.
Yeah, and same with
It's the
Amnesiac.
most
Amnesiac
basic.
seems like B-sides of Kid A.
I think it was a B-sides album actually.
No, they released it as a full album.
No, but like it's basically a B-sides
B-sides
album. Is
album.
what they were doing.
All right.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
I've-
cool.
I have said my piece on OK Computer, and who wants to go next? AJ?
I'm going next.
Yeah, sure. Are you ready to argue? What was it?
In Rainbows.
In Rainbows?
Yeah, we'll look at the track list real quick.
Alright.
15 Steps is one of the greatest songs ever made.
Agree.
It's the first song of the album. It's a great start to it. The album also falls, I guess. 15 Step might be the most bombastic and insane track on the album. Very upbeat and fast. And then the album slows down progressively until it ends with, I think it's Jigsaw's Falling into Place, the last.
You just had a track list.
I know, no, Videotape, sorry, Videotape, which is also a very slow song. But it descends, so it goes 15 Step, which is very fast, erratic drum beats, kind of techno. Then it's Body Snatchers, which I believe starts with the bass line. Like
Body
the start of
Snatchers
the
is
bass line.
good.
Goes to Nude, Weird
Nude is
Fishes, and just slows down progressively. House of Cards is a big hit on that speed. And it's consistent, too. I don't think there's a bad song or uninteresting song on the entire album.
It's the same thing for OK Computer.
I think OK Computer has songs that are not as interesting as the rest. I think most of these songs could stand on their own, though.
I know Radiohead hates Electioneering off of OK Computer.
Yeah, I'd say Electioneering is one of the
I love that song.
less interesting. Subterranean Homesick Alien, I think, is also less interesting.
All these songs are great. Electioneering is actually fantastic.
But tell me, what does Lucky sound like?
Oh.
What does a Taurus sound like?
Yeah, you know what Lucky sounds like? Sounds like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but
Yeah, it
honestly,
sounds like,
I cannot tell you what In Rainbow sounds like.
Oh, well, I mean, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. It's your fault for it.
Wait, you're just arguing with like I can't tell what anything off of OK Computer sounds
No,
like.
I know those.
Do I know those?
Yeah, do you? Your favorite album.
Lucky, I know Lucky.
But do you know the Tourist?
No.
You just had to listen to Lucky, too.
I had to get it real quick.
I can. This is my favorite in Rainbows. I can tell you all of them.
I think I can sing along to every song on the Bends because it's the most accessible and easy to.
Well, that's the reason I don't like them.
Yeah, because all right.
I think. Oh wait, I didn't even.
Yeah, you
finish
haven't
talking
finished your In Rainbows
yet.
argument.
Yeah, in Rainbows. Let's also take a look at cover art, please. In Rainbows is the coolest.
Are you
cover art
sure?
ever.
Are you sure the Benz is down with like?
It's
like
a CPR dummy.
It's
Yeah.
Look at
African
in Rainbows.
orgasm.
In Rainbows is so cool though. Just the style of it. The sound of it's really tight and clean. It's also clean and very dirty at the same time.
But OK Computer.
Somber. Tom York's voice still sounds good. He's kind of like doing his best thing where he's in that very high pitched voice. He's kind of
This makes me
harmonizing
think
with
In
himself.
Rainbows is the closest to OK Computer.
Maybe. I think In Rainbows is less obvious in some of its instrumentals compared to OK
It's
Computer.
very.
It's more experimental.
It's also another quiet album.
Yeah, it's very quiet too. Yeah, exactly. It goes into
Like the
very
whole
quiet.
album's quiet,
Yeah,
except for like 15 steps.
Would I be wrong?
Body
Would
Snatchers.
I be wrong in saying that In Rainbows is them trying to correct what they fucked up and change up limbs?
King of Limbs came after In Rainbows.
Fuck.
Like well after.
Like
King
4
of
years.
Limbs
Did
is
it?
2014 or something.
King of Limbs was 2011.
2011.
Yeah, it's 4 years after In Rainbows.
Wait, so was it
2007.
King of Limbs was their last album before?
Moonshaped Pool.
Yeah,
Moonshaped
it goes Pablo Honey, Benz, OK Computer, Kid A, Amnesiac.
Oh wait, I'm messing up.
Hail to the
No,
Thief.
it wasn't King of Limbs. It was
In
Hail to
Rainbows.
the Thief.
Yeah, I don't think Hail to the Thief is messed up.
I think it was just long.
It's very long. Double
Just
album.
long. That's the main problem. Hail to the Thief has some incredible songs on it. 2 + 2 = 5 is great.
Wolf at the
Probably
Door.
one
Sit
of the
Down,
best
Stand Up, Wolf
openers
at the
in my
Door.
opinion.
Backdrifts.
I could easily argue.
Sail to the Moon.
I can easily argue like any Radiohead album.
We Suck
but
Young Blood.
I think just from like the sheer volume of iconic songs on OK Computer and how much it like shaped the rest of the landscape for everybody, and how much it set them up to hit them again with Kid A.
Mm.
It's just undeniable.
I feel like OK Computer is an album that doesn't really connect to each other as much. I think In Rainbows is very coherent and clear, and it's kind of it's not songs strung together. It's one giant song almost, and especially after the first two, of course, where it's kind of just everything flows into each other very clearly and well. It's not like a fade out every song and the next one fades in like that. It's
It's like a Beatles album.
yeah, kind of in a way. It's just very obvious they knew and they were trying very hard to accomplish a certain goal with that album.
All right, and Ethan, moment of truth with the Bends.
All right, so,
I can't wait to shit on the Bends.
Yeah, I know. That's actually one of my arguments is how everybody likes to not like the
Shit
bands.
on the Bends.
No one likes to not like the Bends.
That's true. Not true.
No.
Oh, I just changed it.
A
Not
walking
con-
time
not-
paradox.
Not contradict.
A time
He didn't contradict
paradox.
himself. He changed it.
Yeah, no, wait.
All right, the Bends.
He's confused
All right.
now.
Yeah, thanks, AJ. I'm
Ethan has
confused.
become confused.
But like, did you tell like where they like?
Like,
Okay.
right? Gather
So-
yourself, deep breath in. Like
The bands is what they were like. They were trying to like
Like-
put themselves. Stop.
Don't worry, we can edit this. We won't. But
well, we can.
Yes.
We aren't. You aren't, because I don't know how to edit. But
I have to.
like, they obviously don't like Pablo Honey. Like Radiohead doesn't like Pablo Honey. So like, the bands is what they were trying to do to like put themselves back out there and kind of just like say like that's creep over there, but we don't want to do that anymore. It's like
They kind of did that.
they
though.
kind of did.
wait.
They're
Let me
like, oh.
read what I wrote. Okay.
They're like creep. Oh, that's successful.
Yeah. Let's
I
Let's
think
try
we're-
to let's try to
I
beef
think
it
they
up a
were. I
little
think they
bit.
were less creep, that successful, more. That was good, but let's try to be.
Let's
our own
beef it
thing.
up a little bit more.
Let's stop trying to be
Be
what the
blur.
era is. We're not trying to be a grunge act, but let's make our own sound.
Let's see what I said.
Even
Basically,
before-
it's a better, more refined, less grungy Pablo Honey. I always found it to be a very like, what's the word? Durable album. Like you like put on like
Longevity.
yeah
It's a long shelf life.
yeah because you know like songs off.
I think arguably it has his most hits.
Yes,
Has the most hits from a Radiohead album.
Yeah, I don't think Radiohead's known for hits though.
they aren't.
But the Bends has them.
They aren't
Yeah.
really like a hits kind of band. They aren't just like
I think the Bends and OK Computer have.
I think that
most
stems
hits.
from Radiohead not being a genre, mostly just being Radiohead.
right.
It's 'cause you
They
can't
don't want to
really-
be pigeonholed. They're like gorillas in that way. I keep bringing gorillas up in like every episode.
I can call Gorillaz a genre,
Pop.
R&B pop.
Yeah,
I mean, the first album has some. Okay, listen to the second
Yeah.
episode.
but like everybody loves like at least one song off the bands. Like it's like one of those albums that's just like you could pick one song off of it and you'd be like, I enjoy that song a lot. Like High and Dry, everybody likes High and Dry. High and Dry is a good song. Pink Plastic Trees, classic Radiohead song. Like everybody likes that album, and it just like ranges in like different styles. Like I feel like, well, not necessarily. Like it ranges in not genre styles, but
But
it
in,
ranges
like-
in like playing styles.
And like tone.
Tone, yeah.
'Cause it
Because
gets-
you have like Planet Telex, which is like probably like one of the weirder songs off the album, because more like techno and stuff. Like electronic.
The precursor to what they were going to do later.
Right,
in their
which
career.
is that's what I wrote down.
Yeah,
It's like,
all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean to walk all over your argument.
Fuck! What I
Let me
wrote.
read.
I said, let's see what I wrote down exactly. Though it has less techno and rear parts, it is still there to show what'll come next in form of OK computer. I think that's what I wrote.
What does pliable mean?
I don't know. I forget. That's what I was saying. I forgot words.
Wait, but it says it's not a. It says it's not an error. It says pliable a word.
Yeah.
I think I've heard
Like
pliable.
a pliable.
No, not like. I don't think that's the same thing.
Pliable.
Pliable. I think that means something in consistency or durability.
I don't know.
All right, let's keep
Let's-
moving
let's
on.
get away from
Let's
my
not-
words and
let's
what
not
I
get on a
wrote.
tangent about pliable.
Yeah, but like, you do like I was saying is like you're very.
What does pliable mean? Easily bent. Easily influenced. So, like pliable teenage minds. Easily influenced.
Oh yeah, you're just in the middle of your argument. And just goes, what does pliable mean?
It wasn't really an argument. That was me trying to like get my shit back.
Well, I love most of the Bends as well.
Exactly. It's
So
like
AJ is
like,
getting
it's
ready to
very-
shit all over
it's
the
a
Bends.
it's a precursor to what they'll do next. I'm not gonna like outright say that it's like the best album. I know that's what we're arguing, but like there's a lot of stuff that you're like go on. Like I feel like it's like the best at what it was at the time. Like it's like 90s guitar rock when that was the thing, and they did it really well. And they added their own little spin on it with like their like hits of like Bone. I always thought that was an R or not. I didn't think it was an REM song, but it always sounded like an REM song to me because it has like the nice like bass in it. But like you start listening to it, it's like, oh, this sounds like REM and stuff. And you get to like the main like bit of it, and he just starts like, I wouldn't say screaming, but he starts yelling a lot, and it's just like real weird and real crazy. And like they took what it was at the time and they molded it to the shape that they were gonna be for later and how they were gonna be. So I feel like it's a great precursor.
I feel like they
album.
did, like with the Bends, like it was they were really good with hitting them like a heavy song, like a rocker. And
Yeah.
then and then a couple slow songs and like a rocker and then.
They're trying to figure themselves out. It's good. They were like
I
orienting.
mean, I think it's
themselves.
definitely the most accessible Radiohead album.
Yes.
Like
it
if
is.
anybody asked,
Yes.
hey, what Radiohead album should I listen to start getting into Radiohead album?
The Bends.
I would give them the Bends.
I wouldn't. I give him okay.
OK Computer. Yeah, either the Bends or OK Computer. I
think-
would not give them in Rainbows.
Yeah,
God,
and
no.
of course
Rainbows
not.
is in Rainbows is for like an experience.
They're
But
of
isn't-
Radiohead.
veteran
But
fans.
aren't the best things the ones that you need to, like? Okay, let's say probably the best things are the least accessible things too. And a lot of times,
Sometimes.
like I'm trying to think of an example that would.
Oh, I like indie music.
No, that would translate well. I mean,
It's like one of those. It sounds like I always like Radiohead always is like a very art band at times.
Yeah, art rock.
let's
Right.
say
So like it's one of those things where it's like I think we were talking about Razorhead and AJ brought up. It was like
you fucking stole my thing. I was just.
You were about to say
Yeah.
Razorhead?
No, I wasn't gonna say Razorhead.
You were about to say a David Lynch movie.
No, I was gonna say if let's say you're a really big film buff,
and you don't like.
and you're gonna say, and you're
Oh,
like, I wouldn't
Transformers and shit.
say, hey, if you're gonna get into movies, go watch Citizen Kane. I'd be like, would you say like, hey, go watch the newest Fast and Furious movie
To
because
get
it's accessible.
into movies.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that. You'd want to give them something that was really good. So maybe
Give him an Arnold Schwarzenegger class.
maybe
Total Recall.
maybe if they're not into movies, they won't appreciate Citizen Kane a lot. But I think once they're into it,
I
Citizen
mean,
Kane will become a
everybody's into like an
masterpiece.
action movie.
Like,
I feel
yeah,
like
you
the
need, like,
action
you need
movie.
to understand-
I feel like
So-
the action
so-
movie
so-
is the Bends.
So
In
maybe
this-
is the Bends good to get into? Sure, but is the best because of that reason? No.
I feel like the Bends is
It
like
doesn't
an
have all the
action movie.
intricacies.
While
and
OK
stuff.
Computer is like a good drama,
Which
and
is-
then
that-
fucking
that-
In Rainbow's an art house film.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
art house films. Fucking rule. But you ready to shit on the Bends, AJ?
Oh, I can go for it. So, aren't,
AJ's
Let me give
been
it a
building
shot.
up.
yes.
isn't Radiohead known for being incredibly different and interesting?
Yeah.
So why is the Bends incredibly not different or interesting?
But it is.
It is
though.
interesting.
No, it's not. You spent the whole last 10 minutes saying how it's very good at doing exactly what was of the time. 90s
Yeah, but
guitar
they
rock.
shifted to themselves.
Yeah, they shifted to themselves, but that doesn't mean make
I
it
think
very
it's very
different.
interesting. I don't think
But
it's
here,
very
no,
different.
Go through, listen to a lot of them. Besides, obviously, the very famous High and Dry, Fake Plastic Trees,
Just.
A Iron Lung. Besides those, go back through the album and listen to it without any connection to Radiohead in your brain, and you could see a lot of other bands doing the exact same thing.
I mean,
the
like-
exact same way. Without going, hey, that feels too Radiohead to connect us. You can't go through OK Computer and say, oh, of course,
Blur.
Coldplay would totally
Oasis.
make this. In 10 years, Coldplay was totally going to make the exact same thing. That's very Radiohead. But with the Bends, you can go, oh, yeah, Oasis or Blur, we're going to make this
because they're still
song.
trying to be a Britpop band.
We're gonna, yeah,
Before they hit it with like, this is not what we need to do.
this is just one of the popular Oasis songs. That's kind of how I feel about the Bends in a lot of ways. I also feel like there's a lot of songs that are not as interesting. I think the title track, The Bends, is not...
Oh, that song is fantastic.
No, it's not.
It's
I don't
good.
think
Yes,
so.
that song is amazing.
I don't think it is. I think the best song on the album is My Iron Lung, and that's because it does exactly the opposite of what the rest of the album does.
What about Planet Telex?
I think it's a good song. I don't think it's one of the best ones.
Well, is it a Radiohead song?
Sure, I'd give that a Radiohead song. I'd say, but some of the Bends isn't. Black Star is very good. I think it's a very... I'm not saying any of the
It's
songs
a good
are
album.
bad. I think all the songs on the album are very good,
It's just not.
but it's not Radiohead.
But if we put it on the Radiohead scale again,
And
Yeah.
when we bring up the Radiohead scale,
yeah, it's. I love that album, almost as much as I love OK Computer.
stop arguing my point, Ryan.
Because OK Computer is originality at its finest. It's still. You don't want your album to be fucking Uber Holocaust, whatever you like to call it.
Oh, Nano Cyber Uber Holocaust with my
This-
two favorite Antarctic scientists.
You don't want it to be that artsy. Whoops, that was
That wasn't artsy.
That's
It's
not
like,
artsy.
You don't want it to be that not accessible. Like you want your album to be accessible
pretty
and for
ambient.
people to like it. But you also want to have your originality, your own sound to it.
I think that's
Which
kind
I feel like that was perfectly balanced in OK Computer.
I think that's counterproductive to say
No.
that you want your album to be accessible for people to like. I think you should make an album in exactly your vision and the type that you will like. So if
You want
you aren't
If-
making
hey,
it for the
if-
people
if-
you're
if
making
they
it for.
made-
this podcast is never gonna have success.
I don't care.
But I like it. I like doing
Yeah,
it.
but you're not actively trying to be like, okay, I want to make sure that we say this or this to make it appealing to people.
Yeah.
You're saying I'm going to make this and this because this is interesting, and
To
I
me.
think
This is what
I
I
would
would
listen to
wanna
this.
watch.
Yeah.
So you're saying OK Computer is what they wanted to make. It's
I don't
the
think
art
I
that
don't
they wanted
think
to
I don't
make.
think they went to OK Computer going, well, I think we're going to need this type of song and this type of song and this type of song. I think they went in saying, I want to make this as the album and I want this in it. I don't think we need to make this song so that people will listen to it or will have a single. Maybe one or two songs on there
like
are.
Karma Police.
I mean, there's always a label always push like, hey, we need this.
well, that's what happened with Rush.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
Rush was like, nope, we're gonna make 2112.
Now think about it. Now that that's why Radiohead got progressively weirder. Is because they had enough fame. That's what bands do. Is they get enough fame
They
to
can
do
do
whatever
anything.
they want. You think a Moon-Shaped Pool, I think, would have a really upbeat song on it if they were trying to go for accessibility. But it's a very
Burn
sad.
the Witches. I hear that on the radio every once in a while.
But it's not very like, oh man, that's such a fun song.
That's a rocker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not Burn the Witch. A Moon-Shaped Pool is very. This is very somber and quiet, and not very accessible is not the right word, but not very fun to listen to. Honestly,
I'll put
think-
it on every once in a while.
It's a
like if it's
depressing
night,
album.
if it's raining.
yeah, but you're not gonna like. Oh man, summer break.
Oh, I got
just started.
friends over.
No,
Man,
it's
we're going to the beach today. Let's turn on Dark Decks.
Daydreaming.
Daydreamers, yeah.
But you can turn on that kind of music with OK Computer. It's the best
And-
of both worlds.
yeah,
And
but
that's-
realize that they didn't do that
Just for that.
to be, hey, I want the people to turn this on and listen to it. They did it. I want to make this music because I think it's good and it'll have an impact.
And it did. That's what it did.
Totally.
All right.
Who's that?
That was about my U2 tickets.
Yeah. I thought it was something interesting.
No.
Not U2. Something good.
All right. So what are you saying about In Rainbows?
Oh,
Is
what?
that because it's so artsy fartsy that it's the
It's
best?
not artsy fartsy at all.
I think it's either the most.
I think in
artsy-
terms of lyrics it is, but I think in terms of sound it's not.
I think In Rainbows is the most out there.
No, it's not. Amnesiac. is.
Amnesiac.
I think everything before that was weird. I think Kid A was more out there than in Rainbows.
Kid had a couple hits though.
Yeah, but that's because it
Singing
was
Its
new
Right
at the
Place, The
time.
National Anthem, Optimistic, Idiotech.
Everything in the right place, in its right place, is probably the only hit off that. I think the rest are just known.
Optimistic.
I think the rest are just known in Radiohead community as being very good. Like honestly, go through how many Kid A songs are on there, the most played.
Everything in its right place and Tree Fingers.
Yeah, oh, but Tree Fingers is a bad song.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason.
I'm looking at
people
Ian
listen to
Rainbow's track list. I don't really know it that well.
it. It's only 8 songs or 10 songs. It's very short.
It's also free. That's always a plus.
It wasn't free when it came out. It was pay what you want.
It used to be $0.
Oh, can it?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'd pay a lot for that album.
It'd be.
I'd give him full price for that album if it was paid.
I mean, it's. I think what we're saying here is there's not really a bad Radiohead album. Well, maybe one.
You just said earlier there are
Pablo
3,
Honey.
You said earlier there are 3 bad Radiohead albums.
Yeah, Pablo Honey, Amnesiac, and that other one.
King of Limbs.
King of Limbs.
None of those are bad. I'd rather listen to those albums than a lot of other albums.
I would never put Kings of Limbs back on.
Really?
Or Pablo Honey. I think they're both disinteresting. That's how we're arguing right now. We're arguing the best. And OK Computer is such an iconic album. Such a beloved album. Such a influential album.
You ever notice that no one's ever made a counterpoint to anything OK Computer?
Yeah.
How
You
everyone's-
can't.
You can't. I mean, you can't. But I think in a lot of ways it's not. Let me look at the track list real quick.
Exit music for a film.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about that song? What fun fact with that? That song was
Made
not-
for a film.
Yeah, it wasn't written for the album.
Made for
and Tom York was like, "Well, I mean, we have it. Might as well put it on." It's a masterpiece of
Yeah.
a song. One of the best songs. Might be one of my favorite Radiohead songs. I mean, and OK Computer was never afraid to get weird, but it never fully dove into.
To what we think of Radiohead now.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like, what you think of Radiohead now is either, if you're, like, not seasoned in Radiohead, oh, they're really fucking weird.
I think it might have.
But clearly you haven't heard of Animal
It might have
Collective.
created the basis.
Rainforest.
I think it might create the basis for Radiohead, but I don't think it fully defined them.
I think it created a basis for them to jump off of, and I think it's their defining moment.
I feel like that's
That or Kid A.
Oh, I don't know about that.
what is it? The dive of the weirdness.
Well, I think if we're talking, I
No,
think.
their defining moment, their peak.
I mean, did this Sox just beat the Orioles?
Did the White Sox just beat the Orioles?
I think it was just 5-2.
No. Here, keep going while I check the score.
Oh, fucking Orioles. You guys suck.
If you're listening to this, the entire Orioles. Oh yeah, they just lost 5-2.
Fucking idiots.
Damn. Alright. Well, we're gonna leave it on a somber note. Just
Are
for the
we?
somber
I
Radiohead.
think we have more.
We have more?
I have more.
Alright, go ahead. Say some
I
stuff
feel,
about
I
Kid
feel,
A.
I feel
Not
like me
Kid
and AJ should try and bash.
No, not Kid A. Okay, computer.
Okay, computer.
Oh,
Hey,
I-
you say some counterpoints, Mr. Benz.
Yeah, no, I haven't really been talking
Yeah, what
a
you can
lot.
counter anything.
I haven't.
You need a big counter move. You need to do a combo breaker.
You know I'm not good at fighting games.
Hey, if you want to actually, let's talk about. This is a point towards OK Computer. Even its outtakes and B-sides.
Oh, the new songs they just released.
I Promise sounds like some of the best Radiohead stuff there is.
Like, what's the
honestly.
story behind that song? I don't even know. the
I
story.
think it was just a track they just didn't put on the album,
Yeah.
and they just released archival stuff of it.
That's how I feel about Sleeping Powder.
Sleeping Power by Gorillaz. That was last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
So, are you still bringing it up?
No, we can't. That's an old episode.
Also, I want to look at early Radiohead had this weird punk thing they did where they take old photos of the Kennedy family and they put like white bars and stuff, or they take 60s photos from ads and they put like googly eyes on them. Compare that to
the
like
crazy fucking artwork on everything else.
look at it like Comlag 2+2=5 or Daydreaming or Spectre, or in the which anything past that. Ben's stuff was like Fake Plastic Trees' some lady with a white bar over her face.
I mean,
And then look at immediately Paranoid Android. It's some really abstract, weird drawing of what is that? Oh yeah, God Loves His Children from the song.
Yeah, but without that, they would have never had the fan. The bands built up their fan base.
Mm-mm. No,
Yes, it did.
What album made Radiohead worldwide known?
okay, computer.
Okay, computer. The Ben's made of let people in, but it's not
did.
their defining thing.
But it built it up.
I don't want
You
to.
can't just dive in directly with like.
Yeah, you
okay,
can.
computer.
Oh yeah, you can totally.
No.
You totally can.
I don't like. You might not like it, but you can.
No, I think you'll like it. I don't even think it's that unaccessible
I mean, compared to the Benz,
compared to Ben. Sure, but do you really want?
the Benz is the Fast and Furious in this conversation, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reception. Oh my God, Chicago Tribune gave the Benz 1 star.
Well, chilling.
Oh, but then later everybody gives it 10s out of 10s. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like that album.
I don't think anyone's saying it's a bad album.
Peaked at 147 in the Billboard Hot. I don't know charts. 200.
Yeah, that's not that high.
Now pull up what you call it.
Okay, computer.
Okay.
Peaked at what?
Where did it peak at?
It sold more than 4.5 million copies.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely way more than the Bends.
Yeah.
There's so much on this Wikipedia
Honestly,
article.
imagine if you ask. Yeah, see, if this isn't legacy compared to the Bends Wikipedia page was half this size. Although you can probably say the same thing about In Rainbows too.
Where did it peak? Where did it peak? I can't find where it peaked.
Control F. Charts. Number 21.
Number 21 on Billboard
No,
200.
debuting at number 21.
Yeah.
That's the debut of it.
Yeah, is that where
It debuted more than 100 higher
in the Bends. But commercial reception isn't the thing that makes an album.
No, but right now we were talking about what gave them their name.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't saying
here.
what gave them their name. I was saying what kind of just like started them out and kind of gave them their like boost into
Into the mainstream.
into
the collective.
into the eye.
The eye of the people. Yeah, but
Because I mean, like, sure, it wasn't like super like publicized, but it was like, hey, those Radiohead guys. I mean, I like Creep, but their stuff is also good. So maybe I'll keep an eye on of what else they'll release, and that's how what kind of like people were like, they listen to the bands and they release OK Computer, and they're like,
But doesn't that say in your mind, hey, I'm gonna keep an eye on them? Doesn't that mean they're not incredibly mind blowing? That if that's just the album that boosted them in, that means the album can't have been that incredible.
because it didn't like get them into
Because it didn't start Beatlemania Radioheadness
right.
levels like OK Computer did. You really looking at Instagram while we're doing a podcast?
I was looking at more like news. I was on the Pitchfork feed and memes.
Don't really memes.
All right, I think we're gonna leave it off on there. Any
Oh,
closing
wait,
notes?
real quick.
Oh,
In Rainbows had a B-side album that was also incredible.
I haven't listened to it.
It was all B-sides and they were all really good. So
Well, thank you guys for listening. What song should we cut out on? 15 Step?
sure.
All right, we'll leave out on
Does that mean
15.
I won?
No. That doesn't mean you won.
Why don't we do
your-
an OK Computer song? Why don't we do
Paranoid Android?
Car Police.
Car Police. All
That's
right.
the most famous song.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you check us
Variable.
out on. Hey, we're done with that.
Okay.
No, Burn the Witch. Change it. Burn the Witch.
Okay, we're gonna
'Cause
put-
that's even.
All right, we'll put "Burn the Witch" there. One of the newer singles. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you check us out on iTunes. Leave a review. Share us with your friends. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like our Twitter page at debate_music, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Great Music Debate. But that's mostly it. And thank you guys for listening.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't actually.
Stay in the shadows. Cheer the